Hey everybody, and welcome to my first tutorial video, and I just do want to point out that this is not my normal desktop background. I'm honestly not that conceited. I just did this for the video. But anyway, I get a lot of people who've asked me about how to do add-on cars as opposed to just using replacers, and for my videos I only use add-on cars. I don't use the replacers at all. They exist as part of the they exist so that if a call out calls for like police, it'll be whatever model I'm using as opposed to the the regular in-game model. But anyway, um, but all the cars I use are add-ons, and I find it easier to just add my own vehicles. But I know it seems a little daunting to some people, but it's really not that hard, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So what we're going to do today is we are going to add the Charger from Ripple's Los Santos PD pack, which looks awesome, to the game as an add-on vehicle as opposed to as a replacer, which is what it's set up as. So this is my way to do it. There may be a better way to do it. I'm self-taught. I had to teach myself how to do this. So it could be that there are steps or something that I'm missing, but I can say that this works for me. So I don't see why it won't work for you too. I'm hoping that if people watch this and there are corrections or better practices, they'll post them in the comments so we can all kind of learn from each other. But anyway, what we're basically doing is taking an existing add-on pack and repurposing it to our needs. So this is an add-on pack that I found on 5mods. I will have links in the description for these, both of these. But what you're going to want to do is download this, which you can see I've already done. And in it is here's the it's just go to the add-on folder, and then I copied this LSPD folder into my DLC packs folder. So that's going to be GTA 5 mods, update, X64 DLC packs. Plop it down in here, and then I renamed it to LSPD pack. Okay. Um, this is where you're going to add your add-on packs. You can see I've got two. I've got more police, and I've got special duty pack, and a few other ones in here too. But these are I use this one for police cars, and this one for these are ones that spawn in game. These are ones that don't. I use them. These are special cars. But anyway, kind of like my unmarks and things like that. But anyway, so go ahead and do that, and then what you want to do is go into OpenIV, and then go to here to the DLC. So navigate to your mods folder down into the LSPD pack. Click on the DLC.rpf, and you need to extract content and setup to, and then under data you need to extract vehicle meta and car variations.meta. You should be fine there. And then obviously you can and then here there's nothing. So the first thing you want to do to get your vehicle, and you don't have to do this right away, but download your vehicle here, and you can see that I have done that. I have a little folder in my GTA folder. I just call it extract. You can call it whatever you want. It's where I do my work at. You can see I've already downloaded it. I've changed it from Sheriff 2 to LSPD Charger. You can just go ahead. You can just plop that right in there. So that's fine. That's your vehicle totally taken care of. You can name it whatever you want. Just the name has to be consistent in the three places you're going to edit it on the model, in the car variations folder or file, and in the vehicle meta. But anyway, so I've already extracted these things. The first thing you want to do is right click on content, edit. You can see where it says dlc.lspd. We're going to make that say, and you can make this call, you can call this whatever you want. You can leave this folder called LSPD. If you decide to do that, then you don't need to do these steps, but you can call it whatever you want. So I made it LSPD pack, so we're going to change it to say LSPD pack. Okay, that's how you spell pack. That's how you spell pack. Okay, great. Then we're going to copy this, and we are going to paste this. Everywhere it says DLC LSPD, we're going to replace it with DLC LSPD pack. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, so that's done. Then here where it says LSPD, we're just going to paste it in, but it should only say LS. It doesn't need the DLC in front of it, so just LSPD pack dot or underscore autogen, and then boom, boom, boom. You could also use the you could also do Control F, find LSPD, and then replace with that. Now, it's not going to obviously do any, but you could totally do it that way. It would be a lot faster. I highly recommend having Notepad++ for these kinds of editing. It's a lot easier than trying to use regular Notepad. But anyway, you can see we've replaced all of them. So we're going to go ahead and save that and close out of it. Then we're going to head over to Setup 2. And change DLC LSPD to that. Just change this to LSPD. Actually, just do this. This is LSPD pack. This is now LSPD pack. And I think we have to change this one too. There we go. And that's it. So we'll save that. Close that. And then in your OpenIV, we're going to edit, replace, Setup 2, and then edit, or right-click, replace, content. And now you can see it says DLC LSPD pack, which is what you'll want it to say, or whatever you named your folder. So then next, you're going to want to edit the vehicle files. So there's two. There's the vehicle meta. We'll start with the car variation folder file because it's easier. I don't know why there's 10,000 spaces here. That's not necessary. So model name is LSPD. So the model name is whatever you named your model. So we named it LSPD Charger. I like to copy and paste a lot to make sure I don't make any typos. But you can see we've named it LSPD Charger. The rest of this stuff does not matter. If you want to add more than one vehicle, just copy this existing meta. Just copy this entire thing from the close item to the open item. Control C. Go down to the bottom. Control V. There you go. And then you can change this to whatever you want it to be. So say this is an Explorer, to be LSPDFPIU or LSPD Explorer or whatever the hell you want to call it. The spacing of the brackets doesn't matter, but it is what it is. Anyway, so that would be your second vehicle. You would just keep copying and adding as much as you want there. I went ahead and took that out because we're only adding the one vehicle. So we'll go ahead and save that, close it, shut that down too. And then we'll do the same thing with the vehicle meta. It's a little bit different with the vehicle meta because you have to... Now this pack had its own handling IDs with it, and I'm not getting into that, so I recommend changing this to some vanilla game handling ID, which is usually the name of the vehicle you want it to be. So like generically, Police 2 is a handling ID that people use for Chargers. I actually use the Banshee handling line. People like to use the Buffalo or the Buffalo whatever. I can't get DLC cars like I don't know, like the Contender to work. If there's a way to do that, somebody let me know, because it crashes my game whenever I try to use GTA Online handling lines. It's got to be, as far as I know, it's got to be a vanilla car. There's plenty to choose from. I just use GTA Wiki to find the name of the car. Some of them, like the Cavalcade, is not the Cavalcade in the meta, it's Cavcade. Sometimes you got to go check in the regular GTA meta just to make sure you get the name right. But anyway, you want to change this to, that's not what I wanted. You'll want to change this to LSPD Charger. So again, right click, rename. Like I said, I like to copy and paste to avoid mistake. What the fuck? There. You only need to change these three. You can change that one too if you want. Doesn't matter. The only other one, the only other thing you need to mess with is your handling ID. Make that whatever you want. Like I said, Police 2 is a good generic one. There are better out there. You can play with that. Figure out what you like for yourself. There's plenty of suggestions on LSPDFR on what you should use for what. And then for audio hash, this is so your car will have sound. Windsor's a good one for Chargers. But if you want it to sound like a smart car or something, you can change that to Surge or whatever you wanted. I mean, you do what you want. But anyway, this needs to be defined as something. In this case, it already is for you, so that step's taken care of. And this you will have to change this handling ID from LSPD to something vanilla. So Police 2 is a good choice there. So we'll go ahead and save that. And it will... there we go. We'll close it. Go back into here. Go to data. not data, go to that data, and then replace vehicle meta, replace car variation. There you go. You can see that it is correct. So then the last thing you need to do is in your I'm sorry, where is it? Close that. In your update.rpf in your mods folder, go to common data. Data, damn it. Here we go. And then down to dlclist.xml, extract that out. So right click, extract to wherever. And then you can see I've got it right here, and we're going to edit it. And this is all your DLC packs. So this is all the patch day stuff and all the things that Rockstar has added. You can see I'm adding my things too. So there's LSPD pack right there. I've already added it to. But you're basically going to want to copy a line and paste it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to put it. You don't have to put it at the end like people suggest. That's a good practice though. So that way you know where it is in case you have to go take care of it or something. You can see I've got modding here too. Now this is Albo's modding pack, DLC pack, and it's an awesome thing. And you can use it to do add-on cars and skip the step that I just showed you for making the new folder and modifying content and setup too. You just have to modify the vehicle meta and the car variation file that's with it. I had a problem with it where it's now if I make any edits to it that are add-on cars, it crashes my game. I've heard some other people have that issue too. I don't know why that's happening. I'm sure it's something Albo did. He does great work. I'm sure it's something I did. But anyway, so I only use it for replacers. But the reason I mention it is because it has blank vehicle meta and car variation files in it, so you can get those as kind of a starting point. So anyway, you add this, you close this. We can just go close those out, and then replace your DLC folder here. I've actually already done it, so you can see it's right there. But of course, as I've shown you, right click, replace DLC, and you can see again that it's there. So that's it. That's all you really have to do. Make sure that your ELS file is the same name as your car. So the ELS file that comes with Ripple's charger here, you're going to want to make sure you name it to LSPD charger and throw it in your ELS folder like you normally would. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the game and show you guys that it worked. We'll be right back. Alright everybody, so we're back here in game. What we're going to do is use a simple trainer to spawn our vehicle. So we're going to go to vehicle spawning. We're going to go to added vehicle spawning, and you can see all my vehicles here. And I had to rename it to LSPD demo charger because I already had an LSPD charger. But this is the vehicle we added. You named it whatever you wanted, or you named it LSPD charger. I had to change it to demo charger, and there it is. And here we are. You can see it's Ripple's vehicle. The ELS file's working. There's the siren. The car is good. And that, guys, is how you add... Oh, wow, the inside of this car is legit. I like it. Anyway, guys, that's how you add cars. So you can do that any number of times. I'll link... There's a game file. It goes in the same place. It's gameconfig, and it goes in the same place as where you got the DLC list from. So that's, I think it's update RPF. Data. Well, I already told you once. Look back in the video. I already forgot. But anyway, you can look at that, and it'll allow you to use something like 300 some add-on cars, which is more than you ever need. But you guys mess around with your handling lines and your sounds. This is the Windsor sound. It's the sound I use too. Some people like the Buffalo sound. But that's a personal preference thing, so that's totally up to you guys. I can't think of anything else that really needs to be said. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But that's going to pretty much do it for my first tutorial video. If there's something else you guys need to know about, let me know, and I'll try to do a video on it. I'm not real good at tutorial videos, honestly. Like I said, I'm self-taught with a lot of this stuff, so it is what it is. But, alright guys, well I hope this helps, and thanks for watching, and you guys take care of yourselves out there.